So I have already opened up my agent portal and I am sharing my screen with you. Those of you who are agents, I'm telling you, take notes because this is some serious, serious value. Those of you who are clients, take notes because this is some serious, serious value. Okay. So I've already opened up my agent portal and I just kind of used my name, right? And that is my birthday, except I made myself 37. Woo! If we could shave about 20 years off of our life, okay? And we got this 20 years ago, man, we've been sitting on some serious cash. But so I made myself 37. Is that all right? All right. So there I go. That's my birthday. Made myself a little bit younger. And what I want to do is I'm going to say, okay, what are your goals? So, your financial coach, life insurance agent, advisor should be taking notes and asking you the question, what are your goals? What is it that you want this policy to do for you? Do you want it to pay off your mortgage? Do you want to use it as a retirement plan? Is it to make sure your children have enough money to live on if something happened to you? What are your goals? If your agent is coming by and they're not asking you what your goals are, you have the wrong agent. Pump the brakes. Skirt. If they're so busy trying to pressure you and sell you something that they can't find out what your goals are, you're sitting in front of the wrong person. Just look at your phone and say, "Oh, you know what? I got something I got to do." Excuse yourself with your cell phone. You picking up what I'm laying down? Now, that was for the clients. Okay. All right. For the agents, you should be asking what their goals are. You need to have a good fact finder that itemizes things for your clients so that you're structuring things the right way. Make sense? All right. So now, okay. So what did I do? I put I said, what are my goals? So my goals are to have plenty of money at retirement. Let's just say I'm a single mom and I want to leave a lot of money to my son and I want to have a really, really good retirement. Okay. I understand the value of things being tax free. I've been losing money in my 401k and I do not like that. I am willing to minimize my 401k and just do the matching. And anything over the matching, I'm willing to redirect it into something else. All right. So I'm the client who's willing to redirect the money that I was putting into my 401k, keep the matching, right? Because that's free money. So we're going to keep the matching, but I'm willing to redirect the extra money that I was putting into my 401k. So those are my goals. Let's just say I'm 37 years old. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to show you a very, very sweet, an amazing structured index universal life. So after you did your fact finder, you found out that I could set aside $1,500 a month. I was overfunding my 401k at 10% of my salary. And the company is only matching 4% of my salary. So after seeing the losses in my 401k, I didn't want to lose any more money. So I decided I wanted to shrink my 401k down to the 4%, the matching, and the rest of the money, I want to redirect it into something that's tax free. All right. So that is how, as agents, we what you call found the money. I'm already used to setting aside that amount of money out of my paycheck. I just don't want to lose it anymore. So that's where we came up with the premium amount. All right. And then once we did that, we saw that this is a lady who's making a really good income and she can set aside at least $1,500 a month. Capiche? All right. So I got my lady setting aside $1,500 a month. Now I can make this really easy. All I have to do is put in the amount that she wants to put in, which is $1,500 a month. And all I have to do is click one button. Bam, retirement focus, right? So, and I got to make sure up here that I click the face amount and I click retirement focus. Now, we did something called the dime theory. And that is, we found out how much money you want to set aside for a death benefit or for final expenses. That's death, D. How much money does your son or daughter or your husband need to live on? How much do you need to live on? And how many years do you need that in? Do you want that income to come in? Do you want to give your children 10 years worth of income, 20 years worth of income, or do you want to cover them for the rest of your life with your income? So once we find that out, we take their income and multiply it by 10. 10 times your salary, or leaving back 10 years worth of income. 20 times your salary, or leaving 20 times your income. For the wealthy, 40 times your salary, which is generational wealth, or 40 years worth of income. Agents, listen to what I just laid down. Generational wealth starts by a client leaving 40 years worth of their income to the next generation. So you take their salary, you multiply it by 40, and now you've started the process for generational wealth. Okay, so for this particular client, she wants to leave $1 million to her son and to pay off her mortgage, her loans, and any other property that she has. So to pay off those loans, she wants to leave $1 million. That's going to cover her final expenses at $50,000. That's going to be 10 times her income and just a few other things, right? So after we did the dime, so dime is death, income times your salary, mortgage, how much you have as a balance to pay off the home, and education if the person has children, right? Education or expenses. E can be for expenses if the person doesn't have children. So again, dime, death, final expenses, income. How many times your salary do you want to leave as an income replacement? Mortgage, how much you have left after you pay off your mortgage, and and education if they have small children, or expenses if they don't have any small children. Okay, so you do the dime theory, you find out how much life insurance they need. This is compliant and professional. If you're not doing the dime, agents, then you are doing your clients extreme disservice. You are under-insuring your clients if you're not doing the dime. Everybody understand? Clients understand. Agents understand. Pick up what I'm laying down. All right, so after doing the dime, especially if this person makes $100,000 a year, you want to have a bare bones minimum of $1 million worth of protection. All that is just simply 10 times their income. That doesn't even include their mortgage or their death benefit or anything, but just $1 million. So after talking, the client said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I think I do need $1 million worth of protection, and I would like to have a really good retirement. So I put $1 million in face amount and I click retirement focus. Woo, how easy is that? Okay. With National Life Group, they have living benefits. So they have terminal illness, long-term care, critical illness, and critical injury. This is ABR, or accelerated benefit rider. That just simply means if the client is diagnosed with any of these conditions, terminal illness, if the doctor tells them they have so much time left to live, chronic illness, which is the same as long-term care, they can't do 2 out of the 6 daily living tasks. Critical illness, which is, think about the big 5: cancer, a heart attack, heart disease, a stroke, kidney disease. There's 13 different health triggers and critical injuries. Think about the things that can happen in a car accident, head trauma, severely burned, paralyzed, or in a coma. There are 4 different triggers for that. And they even have a new rider called an Alzheimer's accelerated benefit. Long-term care, nursing care, memory care, all those things. Now, accelerated a benefit is they are accelerating the death benefit. So the company, or they're surrendering or partially surrendering the life insurance policy in exchange for cash. So in the case of $1 million, that would be up to 90% of the death benefit that they can surrender. So they can leave some death benefit back and surrender some death benefit. It's their choice. For more information, reach out to me at Rhema Financial Solutions.net or Rhema Financial Coaching at gmail.com. And I will email you the living benefits brochure. And that brochure will break it on down for you. You with me? All right. So moving on, that's the living benefits. Now, inside of an Index Universal Life, it has an indexed Roth IRA. Hey, Cynthia, I see you watching there. What's up, lady? So it has an index Roth IRA inside of an Index Universal Life. Did you know that? What in the name of cheese and ham sandwiches is an index Roth IRA? Roth is you pay your taxes up front, you grow your money tax-free, and you take it all out tax-free. Index in this particular case means if the stock market crashes, your money sits on the floor. The floor is 0. One of the indexes has a floor of 1%. So if the stock market crashes, your money sits on the floor and you don't lose a dime. But when the stock market goes up, your money mirrors the stock market. Ladies, be compliant. Agents, be compliant. Say mirrors the stock market. Do not say buy stocks because you will lose your license. Your client is not buying stocks. They couldn't afford to buy into this index with $500 a month. The life insurance company is purchasing the stocks. The life insurance company is paying the stockbrokers, and they're dumping the gains into the client's policy. So the clients are doing what? Say, mirror the market. Type that in the chat. Mirroring the market, not buying stocks. Mirror. Did I say mirror the market? I'm typing that in the chat because I don't want y'all to lose that. Mirror the market. All right. So inside of an Index Universal Life, y'all better catch this language, man. If you have a index Roth IRA, and you can structure it just like you do your retirement plan on your job. I told you I was giving the juice. Y'all should be cash apping me if you're an agent. So you want to put 5% of their money in the fixed strategy. Well, Richelle, why'd you do that? Because I don't believe that 0 is anybody's hero. I don't believe that. I want my clients to see growth on every dollar. I want, when the market crashes, I want the policy to still grow. So I put just a small amount in the fixed index. So when and if that market does crash, you know it's going to crash at some point in time, they will always see growth. Woo! If you pick that up and you're an agent, you should be cash apping me $ at RichelleDickerson.com. Then I put 95% and the Credit Suisse balance. When the US market is down, the Swiss market is up. When the US market is down, the global balance index is up. When the US market is down, the Hang Seng is up. Y'all picking up what I'm laying down? So it's always good. You can do a little bit in the S&P 500 or the Russell 2000, but you need to always put some money where? Offshore. In the Swiss, in the global, something that's outside of the United States of America. Why? So that your clients always see growth. Type that in the chat. Always see growth. We want to always be growing our money. Check it out. Thank you, Cynthia. Always grow your money. Boom, boom, boom. Always grow your money. When they go low, we go high, right? That's what we're doing in this policy. So we're going to always have some money that's outside of the United States. We're going to always have some money that's in the fixed portion of their account so that our clients are doing what? Always see growth. Now, look, I can stop this right now because I done gave y'all so much value. You can take it out in the field and make ching ching if you're an agent. And if you're a client, you know how the person should be structuring your policy. All right. So let's move on. So that's that index Roth IRA inside of the life insurance policy. All right. So now let's see what it did. I click one button. I said retirement, and I put $1 million on there. Okay, now check this out. So this client is putting in $9,620 a year, and they're going to do that. Now, when you hit retirement focus, it's automatically going to structure it until they're 65. So my sister's like, geez, Louise. Okay, so she's putting money in here until she's 65. And then at age 65, it's dumping out $40,000 a year. Can y'all see that? Blow it up, Miss Richelle. Boom, blow it up, blow it up. All right, so 65, it automatically goes to age 65, regardless of how the client is. And then it's jumping out $40,000 a year. Remember I said it has a floor. So the minimum guaranteed lifetime income is $40,131. And should the market do well, the client's going to get what the market predicts. And that's 41,000, 43,000, 46,000. But at least it's growing. Okay. And this is her annual income for the rest of her life. Not bad, right? But check this out. Over on this side is the account value. Boom. So that is the money that's always growing, 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 growing. Put always grow your money, right? So this is the money that's always growing. This is the money that she can touch. This is her surrender cash value, right? Now, notice that the first 2 years, she cannot touch anything. Why? Because we have $1 million worth of death benefit, long-term care, critical illness, chronic illness, Alzheimer's. We have $1 million worth of protection. And that $1 million worth of protection did what, Cynthia? It ate up the cash value so that it's not much cash value. So you need to check in with your client and make sure that that's okay. And make sure they know they can't touch any money until they've had this policy for about 3 years. You with me on that? Now, if this client says, I don't like that, then you need to tell them, well, you got to reduce your death benefit here. Okay, so now it's growing, 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 and it's paying in there. Now, Miss Richelle, I'm saying, that's not bad, but I think I can do better. I know I can do better on structuring this policy. So here you notice that $1 million after She's 66. She's pulling out 40 grand a year, right? Here's her account value. She's pulling it out. Her cash value dropped, but it grows and it grows and it grows. Her account value and her death benefits started dropping because she's taking out, it is a loan. The reason why it's tax free because the IRS cannot tax a loan. Loans are tax free. Loans are tax free. That's the reason why it's tax free. She's taking out a loan. Y'all with me? So she's borrowing the life insurance company's money and she's keeping her money growing in the policy. Okay. That's why you see continuous growth.
For more information, book a discovery call with Richelle at RhemaFinancialSolutions.net or text her at 240-467-7397.